Welcome back to episode 26. The only thing I want to do is listen to. Thank you. Next.
Oh my god. Okay. Roll the intro, Carl.
Couple of issues.
Shouts out to Ariana Grande.
Oh
You
my
always
God,
do the
so
same.
good. Do I?
Finding and driving with Cardi and
How did I just sing? What was my tempo?
Welcome to the episode.
Welcome to... Oh, yeah,
Something
you're
like
right.
that. Something in the vein. What's up? My name is Bruce.
Hi, I'm Carly, and welcome to Couple of Issues, a podcast where we fight. back to that later.
We'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll literally get into it. We're in the middle of a fight right now. No, I'm kidding. That'd be so awkward.
And strap in. Mom and Dad are fighting, so.
Mom and Dad are not sleeping. Like I was gonna say, Mom's sleeping on the couch. I was like, no, I was like, Dad's sleeping on the couch.
Mom's apparently doing coke.
I'm off my rocker today.
Mom's not sleeping.
Yeah, I've done meth and I've been up for 7 days. Do you think is that true? If you do meth, you're up for like 5 days at a time.
Is that like a stereotype or something?
Well, I don't think it's a stereotype. I think it's...
Is that like a fact?
Yeah, I think so. I think like people who do meth,
Stereotype.
I think
Are we meth shaming people?
we get dragged on Twitter. Honestly, wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, probably.
But I think that they do. I think that, I don't know why we're talking about this, but I think people who do meth stay up for days on end, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Honestly,
On that
pretty
break-
valuable if you're trying to get a lot of work done.
Okay.
I do it because I think it's just that, but I'm like crazy.
Yeah, obviously. Like, what? Shout out Breaking Bad.
Yeah, shout out. Thank you for, I don't know, making
For
meth.
making meth
yeah, in
cool
your van.
again.
Yeah. Let's make meth cool again. Our first merch. Making meth cool again.
Koi Pond. Anyways.
Clip on?
Koi Pond.
Oh, is it clip on? I was like,
No.
clip on what?
Clip on meth.
Clip on meth on my body.
Um,
Am I on?
I don't know. It's getting a little weird. We're off to
Yeah.
a weird start.
Yeah.
It's episode 26.
I was convinced it wasn't.
If you're listening to us and it's Monday, it should be November 5th when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Go vote tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, it's voting.
Sorry.
Bruce farted.
Okay, well, they probably didn't hear that, but now they know.
Yeah, but it's funny.
They saw my face, though.
Alright.
Anyways.
Trumpets, they
Um,
go.
Yo, we saw mid-90s this week. Jonah Hill's
Oh, yeah, Jonah
first
Hill's.
film, I guess, that he directed. I think
Is
it's his
it?
first, yeah. Really good.
Wait,
Highly
didn't-
recommend it.
What
No,
about Superbad?
he didn't. That was Seth Rogen.
Oh.
That was Jonah's
He was
like
in it.
big, one
Oh,
of his
gotcha.
first big movies.
Well, good job, Jonah Hill. I mean, that was a good-ass movie. It was crazy because they took, like, everything was, like, perfect for the 90s. Like, they took things that people said all the time.
Yeah. There's a lot. It's like offensive, but it's like kind of.
It was
It's
just
like
in
a
the
sign
times.
of the times.
Yeah. Just stop
I
the
was waiting
grind.
for it.
It's the sign of the times.
It
Gotta
was
get
Halloween,
away from-
so we dressed at each other for Halloween. But that night, we ended up building a coffee table, which is the most adult thing we could have
Yeah.
ever done on a Halloween night.
Yeah. Well, we had friends come over because we were gonna play this like Halloween game. Not really Halloween
It's
game,
not
but
Halloween.
it's like creepy kind of game.
Ultimate one night werewolf, Ultimate One Night Werewolf, or something like that.
Something like that. It's so fun. If you
a lot
guys
of fun.
like the game Mafia, I think it's kind of like that. Or
Something like that. Yeah.
Hidden Hitler or something like that. It's a game like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's really fun. And we built this coffee table. We've literally had this coffee table for like a month and a half. We just haven't
in a
built
box?
it. Yeah, just because like we already have one and we don't know what to do with it. And no one wants to buy it. And
Our
so
old one?
yeah, our old one. So we're like, oh, let's put it together. What?
Sorry, we still have it. I'm just like in my head. I'm like, what are we gonna do with it?
Oh,
it's just
I
sitting on
know.
the side of the room.
We
right
could
now.
take it
I'm
to like
sorry. Go
Salvation
on.
Army or something. Anyone want our address and come get our stuff? There's a couple things we're trying to get rid of.
We're going to donate coffee table to the Koi Pond. Any member of the Koi Pond, email us a couple of issues podcast@gmail.com.
Please come
if
get
you
it.
can come to our address in Los Angeles,
Junk King, come on.
it's all yours.
But we were like, let's just build it so we can play on the coffee table. And it's like a nicer one. It's like rustic, like really, that has like a lift off table on the top and
Lift up.
lift up. Yeah.
Lift off.
Lift off. 3, 2. He said we have a problem.
God, we need another top. They
Yeah.
keep lifting up.
We don't have tops all the time.
Koi Pond, we have a problem.
And we started building it like an hour and a half before they were supposed to come over. And I was like, you need to tell them to come later. Like, there's no way we're going to get it done.
Well, yeah, because you said to me, you're like, it says build time 2 hours. I was like, that's probably for one person.
Yeah.
There's two of us, an hour tops.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like, never for me, I would ever have done something like that besides that circumstance. I don't know why. Like,
What do you mean?
I
Wouldn't
love,
have
I
built?
just like being prepared. Like, if I knew the coffee table should have been built, I would have done it like the day before or something. Like, I wouldn't have waited till a couple hours. But we just like didn't really think about it.
That's life, baby.
It
Life
is,
on
but
the edge,
I'm
you know
so
what I'm
like
saying?
organized usually with like timing.
Friends are coming? Let's build this coffee table. Who are we?
Wow, we're living on the edge here.
What a wild
And
couple.
it's Halloween. Wow,
stand.
We're crazy.
But yeah, our friend showed up like as we were finishing the final piece.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
So
But it's one of those ones like, God, we're so adult. It's
I know,
so
but it's
dumb.
well, like, we
I
have
hate
our own
that I love this
place.
so much.
I know, but we have our own place, and so it's like exciting to have stuff.
It
like
is.
that.
It is really exciting because the table comes up and then it's like you can eat.
Yeah, it's like a tray, put your laptop on it, or like eat on it.
Pretty dope.
And it looks so cool.
You know what? It is cool. And you know what? Halloween's like a holiday.
Yeah.
Speaking of
It's a holiday.
holidays.
Ooh!
What's that, guys?
Cha-cha-ching. That's what I'm hearing.
Vistaprint. Gifts that have a little bit of you just matter more. There's nothing better than when someone puts a little bit of themselves into something they give. Like a picture of your dog, Maggie, that you miss a lot and, you wish your parents would just give her to you, but, they're not going to give her to you. So then, you
okay?
have this card and maybe this calendar of it. Anyways,
oh
no
my
matter
God.
where you'll be this holiday season, whether it's skiing the slopes, basking on beaches, or hunkering down at home with your loved ones,
Ooh,
nothing
love
says
that.
happy holidays like custom cards, calendars, and photo gifts from Vistaprint. When you open a card or a calendar and you see your friends and family smiling back at you, it just feels like holiday time. It also feels like the person cares because they took the time to make it special. So do that for us, please.
Do it.
Anyways,
With like spirals in our
we
eyes.
have some empty walls that need some calendars.
We do. We actually really do.
But it doesn't take much time at all. You can put your favorite picture on most of them and even
Ooh.
upload a great shot right from your phone.
That's great.
Take
Like
a
take
great-
that Instagram
Take a
pic.
selfie.
Put it on the
boom, Put it on
calendar.
there. Figure out how many you need and order them in plenty of time for the holidays. Guess what? This is the best part. You ready?
Yeah, ready. I'm ready.
Your satisfaction, it's not 50% guaranteed.
It's not?
It's not 60.
What is it then?
100% guaranteed. Or they'll make it right, either by reprinting your order or offering a refund.
We love that for us.
We stand up
and for you
Vistaprint.
guys.
So get merry, get jolly, get 50% off all holiday cards and calendars, plus save on other photo gifts at Vistaprint.com. Just enter promo code COI Holiday. That's Vistaprint.com, promo code COI Holiday, Koi Holiday. And the offer is valid until January 31st, 2019.
Oh,
So
okay.
even if you're a little late on that, you know what? It doesn't matter. Vistaprint has got you covered. Thank you,
That's
Vistaprint.
awesome. That's a great deal, actually.
Anyways,
Makes me want to order 7 calendars. I want a dog calendar.
I'm going to give you a calendar with just like my face.
That's fine.
Different faces,
I will mark
but like
that up.
all just staring at you. But I'm like way back in a room. You just see my eyes.
That's really funny. I want that
Wonder
now.
when it's in December. Oh, Bruce is creepy
Now
again.
I want that for Christmas.
I got you.
Okay, thank you.
And then, we went out with David and the gang last night.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how when we go out with our friend David Dobrik, it's a different kind of going out. Because you're going out because
Yeah.
he also needs footage.
Yeah.
So if the vibe's not right within the first 5 minutes, he's like, we're good.
Let's go. And he's the one that always like drives, so it's kind of just like we just all kind of go wherever he goes. Unless there's something like happening where like our friend is having a party or something, we'll go to that. But like so funny. Like we drove all the way to Santa Monica, which is like 25 minutes. We get there. We're at this party for maybe 20 minutes. And he's like, okay, let's go. We have
Yeah.
another one we're going to. So we went to like this other party there for 30 minutes maybe. All right, let's go here. Went another place. And
That's
it's really
really
just
funny.
him to like, I don't know. I like doing that because I don't really like going to parties that much. It takes like a certain circumstance for me to like have fun. Like when we went to that first one, I really liked it actually.
I did too.
You did too?
Yeah.
Yeah. It felt very like welcoming.
Yeah, I also love my favorite thing, and it's so dumb, but I love when I like know somebody from a certain area, And like this guy comes up and he's like, yeah, I'm from New Jersey. So we're talking. And then he introduced me to this girl who's from Newtown, PA, which is where I went to school.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like, what the hell?
It's like so weird.
And I just like find that stuff fascinating. And I want to sit there and go through like a checklist. Like, do you know Gary? No,
Yeah.
not Gary.
You have a whole notebook
Janice?
full.
Yeah, and just like go through. Because I just think that's like so fascinating. Like, we're like, you think the world's so big, and then you're like, whoa, we're from the same area.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
That's my kind of party.
That is my kind of getting to know people by people that I know. Through people I know. Like,
For
do you
people
those
I know.
Yeah, whatever.
That's the Koi Pond slogan. That's another
We
shirt.
the people, for the people, by the people. Are we the Constitution?
Vote on Tuesday.
I don't know. Yeah. But it was fun. It was like, it's just fun to like be with everybody. And just, we always end up at like David's house.
Yeah,
And that's
it
always
was
fun.
a really fun time.
Yeah,
too.
I like that.
Some newbies,
I like that.
but it was a good time.
Yeah.
We had I know. Okay, so we had a very deep talk, and I
Was
think
this yesterday? Yeah, it was literally yesterday.
yeah, last night.
Well,
I think
yeah.
it would be interesting to give. I mean, there's some, stuff that happens between us that it'd be nice to share
Yeah.
because
I
it
think
can
it's
help
interesting.
other relationships grow.
Yeah. And especially for like I am like passionate about this because it's people who think like me and I want them to like hear this, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So
Because I wish I would have heard it. Maybe.
it all started with a conversation that we've had for probably 2 years. Is that we never fight.
Yeah, like we'll have like little arguments maybe, but it's like
We've never had like a blow up fight or anything. Like if
Yeah.
anything, like little bickerings and like that was it. Which is really interesting.
yeah.
And I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, you brought it up and I was like, huh? Because you were like, I think that's really important to like be passionate, like get like mad at each other sometimes and
Yeah, I not like you don't have to get mad, but I mean,
right, express frustration
express
or like
what you feel.
or like anger or if something bothers you, like say it because
Yeah.
you brought that up and we talked about it for like a little bit and then it kind of like clicked in my head and every time I'm really bad with words, so it's great that I'm on a podcast.
Yeah.
But every time there's like an issue or if he does something that like bothers me or frustrates me, like I'll never say it because I associate like fighting with bad and like, oh, if we're gonna fight all the time, that means you're gonna break up eventually or something. Like that's how I feel. But I do
So
this.
interesting.
Yeah, I do this like with everybody kind of where I don't express like being angry or upset if they do something or if I don't agree with something, I tend to not really speak up unless it's something really minor that's like not going to have a big
Do you feel
Negative.
like you bottle that up? Like I know we had our
don't
conversation.
feel
but,
like I
is there
do, but-
anybody that like does something over and over that you're like, it just bothers me? Like I wish I would have said something by now, but it's too late.
not specifically, no.
Just like randomly.
I think so, yeah. But yeah, it's really but it is weird and I've just been talking to my therapist about this. Like I didn't realize I did it. I just thought I was like a very
Easygoing.
easygoing, which I am. And like I was telling Bruce, like I love that about myself. I'm very easygoing, but it's not healthy to not ever express like being frustrated or annoyed or mad, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is that I was talking to her about is I've experienced it before where somebody didn't know how to express because they didn't like confrontation. And so you get to this point where if I'm doing something that annoys you, it's in both of our benefits for you to tell me. It doesn't mean necessarily like if there's something I'm doing, like I could be chewing my food and it bothers you.
Yeah.
And you could be like, that annoys me. It doesn't mean you're right. But
Right,
at least
yeah.
I know and I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
And I'm given the benefit of the doubt of trying to fix that or make I'm sorry, I never noticed. I'll work on this. Like
Yeah.
it's like a two-way street, right?
Yeah. I have a hard time like like sorry, I'm trying to like gather my thoughts. I have a hard time saying things that bother me because I genuinely don't know sometimes if it's like rude or if I have like the right to. You know what I mean? Like so like your alarms in the morning. Like Bruce will like I'm just using this as an example. It's like a dumb example, but I mean
Shit.
yeah.
We didn't
So,
talk
like,
about this one before. I'm screwed. She's getting real on the podcast.
I'm getting real. No, I mean I've said this before,
Yeah.
but like so if he has to wake up at like 10 or something, he'll set an alarm from like 8:50 to like 9:50 and it'll like be snoozing every 10 minutes. And like, but how I work is the first time I hear an alarm, I'm awake. So like if I go to bed really late and I'm like, oh, he has to go till 10, like that's fine. I can sleep till 10. But it's like, no, it's like an hour before, you know? So like something like that. No, it's fine. But like something like that, I would have an internal debate. I know, some internal debate. I would be like, well, I feel like that's really rude to say something because maybe he really needs that. Like maybe he needs those alarms every 10 minutes for 6 hours.
He starts stabbing me on the podcast.
But you know what I mean? Like, do you understand that? Like,
I understand. I mean, that's a
kind of different.
It's a hard example because for me, it's like I just don't wake up.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's like the weird thing in my brain is, well, I don't want to be like, I'll set one, but you have to wake me up because I know you'll wake up to it.
Yeah.
Because then I'm putting it on you.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
honestly, I don't mind that though.
if I'm
'cause I
over
do
here,
wake up.
because I snooze it right away, but it's like in my sleep. So then I need the third one. I kick like real Bruce turns on. There's like 2 fake Bruces that are like,
Yeah.
Nope.
You got mad at me this morning. Do you remember about your medicine?
No, what did I do?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't take it to heart because I know that you're like have a
Oh,
sleep.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
What did I
okay.
do?
It was like, so we were out to like 5 a.m. Or 4 a.m. last night or something.
Well, technically 5. 'cause
Well,
it's daylight
5,
savings
yeah.
time.
So we get home and we're like, let's get brunch. So I set an alarm for like 11:50 or something because I was like, I don't want to wake up at like 1. And
Well, let's wake up at noon.
That's fine. Like, honestly, love that. But oh yeah, but he usually takes his medicine at like 10 a.m. So like give or take like sometimes 11, whatever.
Yeah, you know that.
Oh yeah, I know you take it at 10. But the alarm went off and I was like, okay, I need to tell him to take his medicine. So I was like, I like shook you. I was like, you take your medicine. Hey, like you take your medicine. And you go, okay. And you took your phone and set it next to you. And I go, no, you need to take your medicine. You go, I can't. It's not together. I'm not taking it now. And I go, okay. And I was like, well, and then I was like, okay, well, then he can just be
so
sick.
sorry.
Like you didn't know that happened?
No.
Oh.
Dude, I can be
I wanna
I can
record
be
it.
the sweetest angel or I can
Yeah.
be the
Yeah.
crankiest dude.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to get.
I
from
know.
Bruce. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I don't care because I know you're
That's
asleep.
so funny.
But if like I didn't know you that well, I'd be like, oh my god, he's so mean.
That's
And I'm
your
like,
first time sleeping over.
I know.
I don't have my medicine
You were
together.
like, I'm trying. I want
That's
to
so
say.
funny, yeah, because I didn't have it in the thing. But I
It's like
should have
you
still
knew that.
taken it.
I know, and I was just like, okay.
Thank you for waking me up, by the way.
You're welcome. I should have pushed harder, but I was just like, okay. I was like,
No,
fine.
good.
He
Good
can
on
just,
you. Good on
he
you.
can just throw up.
Oh my God. No, that was good on you.
I wish I could say it how you said it. You were like, I can't. I'm not taking it yet. It's not in the same container or something. And I was like, okay. Roger that.
Didn't
Loud
ask.
and clear. But yeah. But that's I don't know where we were going with that.
But
But it's I think what I will like want to say is it's really important to completely be yourself and just like say when you're frustrated, say when you're annoyed, even if you think you're like if you're afraid you're going to be wrong, it's okay to be wrong.
yeah.
Like I'm so grateful for you because like you're aware of that. And like sorry, I'm like wording it really weird. If I'm wrong, you're not going to like hold that against me or
Oh,
something.
no.
So
I love blatant honesty.
yeah.
I hate sugarcoating things.
Yeah.
And that's what I was talking to a guy on the phone the other day. We were having like a very like open conversation about like the music industry and stuff. And he was an East Coast guy, and he was just like basically just saying like he was just like just shoot it to me straight. Like what are you feeling about this
Yeah.
or that? And I think that's what I love about a lot of the East Coast. Everything's just kind of this is how it is. This is how I
Hey,
feel.
I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Walking here.
Like I'm going to get a hoagie
Yeah.
down Philly.
Are you coming or not, idiot?
Your shoes look stupid. I don't know. That was really dumb. But yeah, I love so like if I'm doing something to annoy you, I want the benefit of being able to fix that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we had that conversation where I was like, I will sit there and ask you like, are you okay? Is everything
Yeah.
all right? Because I know like I did something because I can feel it because we know each other so well.
Yeah.
But then I would never get like the honesty of like, oh, you did this to piss me off.
Yeah.
So we had a really great conversation last night, was it?
Yeah, it was yesterday, yeah.
And that I feel like that just like opened up like a new door in our
Yeah.
relationship of just being like, and then it's for me, it's like, well, I love when you're honest and like open. about like, oh, this like pissed me off, and like literally like that happened before we started the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I started smiling and like laughing, and I was like, oh my god, my girl just shooting me straight. But
Yeah,
I
you love
think
it.
in the relationship, it's two ways. So it's like both have to be able to be honest, but you have to understand that you're not necessarily wrong and you're not necessarily right.
Yeah.
And the same thing with me, and that's why it's. In an argument, I might be like, "You are the worst because this and that." It's just like, okay, I understand that, but you're wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong though, but you're an idiot.
No.
So move on.
And you know what? I really wanted to talk about like something else.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
It's something else that's maybe just as exciting as
I just
excelling in a
so
relationship.
we were having this conversation right yesterday, and we got pretty up in each other's face,
we did.
and I was like, "Wait, what? Her breath smells so good.
You know why it smelled good?
Why?"
Because the Burst Sonic toothbrush, Bruce.
Snap.
Like, can I just start off this ad by saying I am so excited about this because I have loved teeth and like toothbrush and dental floss for as long as I can remember. Why am I not a dentist? I don't know.
You know what's funny? For our first Christmas together.
Oh, yeah.
Which I don't know. Anyways, it was at your parents' house. I got her like all this like tooth stuff. I got her
like a water pick.
a water pick, toothpaste. I think I got you a new brush, like all this stuff as a joke.
It was
But
like
Carly
kind of a joke.
was
I was like,
so
oh my God.
excited.
Dude, I love it. I don't
It was
know
a
why.
fucking joke.
I don't know why. I think when I got my braces off, I was like, oh my God, I have to like keep my teeth looking like
Yeah.
normal. I don't know. But anyways, the Burst Sonic toothbrush. Okay, so if I'm asking you this right now, what do you think the average time people brush their teeth for normally?
Normally 40 seconds.
Whoa, you're really close. It says the average person only brushes for 45 to 70 seconds, but the recommended brushing time is, do you know?
I do.
You might know because
You told me.
Okay, so the recommended brushing time is 2 minutes, which is really long, actually. It doesn't sound long, but it's pretty long
Yeah, but
when
I
you're
mean,
brushing your teeth
when
for
you,
2 minutes.
When you smell a lot of stinky breath, you're like 2 minutes makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
That's
It
what it should
definitely
be.
does. The Burst Sonic toothbrush has a built-in 2-minute timer to help you reach the magic number, which
That's cool.
they were nice enough to send us one, and I've been using it, and I love it.
Yeah.
And it has like, it's just great toothbrush. I don't know, I just love it. And I like how it tells you when you're done. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great. Also, these are just like random facts that we don't have to read, but like I want to because I think they're interesting. Did you know the first toothbrushes were tree twigs? Like the first time people used a toothbrush, quote unquote, was like tree twigs, like get stuff
really?
out of their teeth. Is that interesting?
Do you think those had 2 minute?
I would hope. Yeah, the vibrations
They
and everything.
didn't. They didn't. You know who does? Burst.
Burst does. Burst is best known for its charcoal-infused, super soft bristles, and the charcoal like brightens your teeth up, whitens your teeth.
Cool.
Yeah. The charcoal, this is what it says right here. I like just know so much about it already. I'm not even reading. The charcoal removes surface stains and is antimicrobial, which helps to keep the bristles hygienic for the lifetime of the brush head. Proven to remove plaque and stains without damaging enamel or your gums. And this is the crazy, I read this right before we did this and I was like, what? The longest battery, it has the longest battery life with up to 4 weeks use on just 1 hour's charge.
Holy shit.
That's crazy. So you could literally go on like
go
a
on
3-week
vacation.
trip
Yeah.
and not even
We're going
bring
to
your-
Disney World.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm bringing my
One charge,
Sonic.
baby, we out.
I'm bringing my Sonic. Each brush comes with the Burst subscription replacement head program that sends you a new brush head every 3 months for just $6. So you literally pay $6 every 3 months for a new head. Like, that's so worth it to me.
That's so much better.
Yeah, so if you want to check it out, go to burstoralcare.com to get your Burst Sonic toothbrush today. And with the Burst subscription program, you'll get a new replacement head every 3 months for just $6 each. If you use my code at checkout, COI, that's COI, you'll also get 10% off your order. That's burstoralcare.com with code COI for 10% off. Don't miss out on this special offer. It's a great gift idea. Holidays are coming up, you know. So don't forget my code, our code, COI, COI. Thank you, Burst. I'm in love with you. I love you so
First,
much.
it's my code, then it's I'm in love with you.
I know. It's just, it's an exciting time for me and my teeth.
It was addressed to you.
It was. It was like, I know this girl is obsessed with teeth and she's weird. So here you go.
For next week, I don't know how we got on the subject of this or like why I brought it up, but I thought it'd be interesting to let's do this, right? This is a little crazy.
For
I don't know
emails.
what we're going to get out of this.
Right.
But, and nothing to, I mean,
No, go all out if you want. Like,
Go all
just
out.
Let us know. Don't-
anonymous, we won't say your name.
Yeah.
But we're going to do a get it off your chest episode.
Yeah.
So if you have something you're like, I just need to tell somebody this, or I just need to get this off my chest. Like, I stole this candy bar in 3rd grade, and it's just been weighing on me. So any of that kind
Oh
of
my
stuff.
God. I just remembered
Send
I
it
have
to
such a good story. for
couple
that.
of issues podcast at gmail.com with something like get it off your chest or confessional, whatever you need.
Confessions.
We
Oh,
won't
yeah,
say your
yeah.
name.
It's a
If
confession episode.
Just if you murdered anybody, we don't want to know that.
I do.
We will have to forward that to the police.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I won't. I'll read it.
Any sort of thing like that, don't send it. But if it's fun and, you know, it could be crazy,
Yeah.
just don't kill anybody.
Please. You can, I'll read it and delete it. I get charged with like, what is it? Accomplice?
Accomplice?
Accomplish?
Accomplice. You'd be an accomplice.
Accompliceant person. Got it.
A
Round it up.
compass, north, south,
A
east,
compass?
west,
Oh.
no matter where it is, you are guilty. But yeah, send that to couple of issues podcast at gmail.com. So last week we asked people to email in weird phases you had in your life.
Yeah. I love this idea.
And you had a bunch.
Yeah.
I just thought of a bunch today, but you told me to write down like random things.
Yeah.
So can I go through the list?
Yeah, I was like, can you just like read mine? Because it looks hilarious.
Hold on. I'm going to read yours. You ready?
Yeah.
Just,
Okay.
I'll read it.
All right.
Handstand.
Oh, am I reading them after you? I like talking about
You explain it.
I don't know what happened, but I was like addicted to doing handstands. Like every time I would pass through my living room, I would do handstands and like see how long. And like I remember my mom
Well, that's
commented,
fun.
she was like, I feel like I see you more upside down than I see you right side up.
Did you say I heard my mom commented?
My mom made a comment.
Oh.
She
She
favorited
liked
it.
back in the day commenting.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, Carly.
Yeah.
Blogging back then.
She retweeted it. But yeah, that was a weird
So I
time.
just picture you at like a funeral. Just like, Carly, you know,
Handstand
we
on the
just need you.
casket.
Like, Mom, the handstand life chose me. I got to do this. Well, more later.
Yeah.
People need
Well,
some
more
entertainment.
later. I'm going to be upside down for now, though.
Okay, next one. TP.
So I don't know if the
You just go right
I don't
into
know if the correct.
So,
Okay, so back in my day, I don't know if you guys call it I don't know if we're supposed to call it TP. I don't know if that's like a bad thing to call it, but it was like, you know, like
it's
a tent.
teepee. It's a teepee.
But it wasn't like, it was literally made of like wood and cloth.
yeah, that's a teepee.
Okay, cool. So you know it. And I used to sleep in it every night in my living room.
How old were you?
I don't remember, like elementary school. But I don't know what it was. Like I had to sleep in this teepee in my living room. Like it's so, I never think about it. I'm like, what the hell was wrong with me?
I mean, that's cool, though.
Yeah, it was just weird.
If I had a teepee, I would sleep in it.
It's just funny. I didn't sleep in a bed. I slept in my living room
what's
in a
really
TV.
weird?
Like my mom had to set it up every night, take it down.
I remember, I have this vivid memory of the first time we FaceTimed or talked on the phone.
Okay.
It was either FaceTime or talk on the phone. You went home. No. You went to
Oh, Utah.
Utah. And we talked on the phone or something, and you told me about the teepee.
Oh, because I think there
like,
was one in the
pictured
basement.
in my head.
Oh, that's
And
funny.
like you had told me, you're like, oh, so weird. I like, whoa, that's so
oh, whoa,
weird.
like you just remembered right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
like I
weird.
pictured it. I was like, why do I picture it?
Yeah.
But it was like because we talked about it, and you told me like you had this weird phase, and you're
It's
like,
because
that's so
I
weird.
was sleeping in the basement and like her siblings' kids were there and they had little like tents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so interesting. So you slept in a teepee. Neighbor with a gun.
Okay, so it's like I remember this is just like a random thought, but when I was sleeping in the teepee, my dad woke me up in the middle of the night. He's like, "We have to go in the basement. Our neighbor has a gun." So the police came around and like told everyone to go in their basements because it was unsafe. And I remember being
Wait, he
this
was,
is
like,
so messed
on-
up, but I was so annoyed. I was like, I just want to sleep.
He was in the neighborhood with a gun.
Yeah, it was like our neighbor's son like went to. I don't think he lived there. I think it was like his parents' house, and he went there with a gun and like held up his parents or something. But like nothing happened. He ended up like getting arrested. But then like they had a
That's
relationship
so
after
scary.
that. Yeah, but that was like one of my most vivid memories in the teepee, and I was like so annoyed. I was like, it's fine. Like let me sleep.
Oh my god.
I don't think obviously I didn't like realize the magnitude
Yeah.
of. What
And
that was.
can we talk about Dark Knight Joker?
Oh,
it's not much
yeah.
of a phase.
It's not well, it kind of was because I was obsessed with The Dark Knight. I saw it like 8 times in theaters.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me that.
But I'm so dumb. So And I'm sure you've seen the movie, and if you haven't, what are you doing? You know, go see the movie. But
Heath Ledger.
the Joker will like burn Joker cards and like leave them around, and I don't know, it's like a creepy thing. So I thought it'd be funny to do that to my dad. So I took a Joker card and I burned the edges and I put it in his laptop and like shut the laptop. So like after we saw the movie, he would open the laptop and the Joker card was there. So like I did that, and then he didn't say anything for like a day or two, and I forgot about it. And then I remembered, and I was like, "Dad, did you like get freaked out or think it was funny that I did that?" And he was like, "Yeah, it would have been creepy if it wasn't a Jack." I took a Jack card and did it. Like, how stupid is that?
That's so funny,
Yeah.
though. It's funny because, like, you probably were looking at it for a while, and you're like, "Got him good. He's gonna
For
be so
sure.
freaked out." Like looking at a Jack card,
Yeah.
and being like, "Well, it's a
I'm-
J."
Yeah, I'm so dumb.
That's so funny.
But what about you? You have
That's so
you have a
your
bunch
dad, too.
listed too that are like
You
all,
go through the list
they're all clothes.
because they mark that time period.
Okay.
I also had this wasn't a phase. It was is it a phase if your mom makes you do it? Like
I don't know.
Like it's not a phase, mom. My mom made it a phase.
Oh.
I had a mullet for 2 years.
Me
I had a bowl cut. There's a lot of like hair phases.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because of my mom.
That's so funny. I had the same thing. I had a mullet
Really?
and full cut.
I did.
Love that.
There was like a time where frosted tips were cool.
Yeah.
I had frosted tips. I had a
Oh my God,
whole
I would love to
bleached
see a
hair.
picture of that.
I had blue hair when I was in like 9th grade or something.
Blue?
But anyway, why don't you go down the list? We'll
Okay,
talk about
so
that.
and one is the first one.
And one. Do you know what that is? Do you remember that? It's like the
sounds
basketball
familiar.
clothing.
Okay, yeah.
So I would wear like and one to everything, and
Like a sporty guy?
and like FUBU, like and like necklaces and stuff, and like I don't know. I thought I was like tough. I don't know what it was, but I was
Yeah.
like really into Eminem. So then I would just wear like basketball shoes and like FUBU shirts.
just
and,
looked like a-
Tommy Hilfiger and all this weird stuff. Yeah, it was just like so funny to think.
It's just like not you at all now.
No, and I was like 12 and like obsessed with like Eminem and Nelly, and like I was just like, man, you know, life's crazy.
I'm thug.
I'm thug.
When
Yeah,
you're
I
like
thought it
Bucks
was a-
County, Pennsylvania, living in your parents'
Yeah,
like
hey,
nice home.
You're in rich, bro.
Yeah.
Relax.
You're middle class.
Um,
Relax.
you can still be tough in middle class.
I
you know what I'm
guess.
saying?
All right, I don't know how to pronounce this one.
Janko.
Janko, which is J-N-C-O. It should just be Junko.
It's Janko.
All right.
Janko jeans
Janko.
were like, they would be like tapered down, right? So they'd be like normal at the top, and then they would go like
Oh,
onto these
this-
like giant pants, and that
I-
was like the trend.
That's
It
like a
was
trend
so
now,
sick.
again.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. You wore those?
Yeah.
It's so funny because you wore the skinniest jeans, like from skinny
know.
jean to like Jinko.
And like, yeah, that was like the coolest. There was this store, I can't remember what it was, but yeah, so I would wear like these big jeans, and like that introed me into like my punk scene phase. So then
Oh,
I was
okay.
just like
Oh.
all about like, you know, being like overly punk rock.
Yeah.
And then that phase crossed over into Hollister.
Uh-huh.
When Hollister became like the big thing.
Yeah.
I would wear like Hollister clothes, but I had like scene hair. And then like would be like singing in my
That's kinda trendy,
emo
though.
band with like Hollister shirt, scene hair.
It was like
I
a
was,
confused
yeah,
high schooler.
Yeah. I was that
So funny.
preppy scene crossover boy.
Preppy scene crossover. That's so funny. I remember I dressed like really, I tried to dress really punk. Like I would wear a stud belt and like black jeans and like a black shirt. And I remember I was walking to the park and I was like, well, that'd be so crazy if like Billy Joe Armstrong rolled up and like wanted to hang out. Like Green Day wanted to hang
That's
out.
funny.
I was like in Omaha, Nebraska, like walking to the park.
That's funny. But did you ever think like when bands would go on tour that they would be like you might see them around?
Yeah, I was like, oh, they might be at a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean that does happen if you're near the venue, but like you think about like
Like they were at the
I remember
mall.
like being like, oh, like so and so's playing in Philadelphia. They're probably here for like 2 weeks.
Oh.
Like I wouldn't think about other tour dates. I'd be
Oh,
like, they go
yeah.
here, they stay 2 weeks, and they go and they do.
Yeah.
There's no way they're like doing the show one
Oh,
after the
that's
other.
funny. Yeah, I guess I just like assumed I'd see like Ariana Grande at Target or something.
Yeah. Speaking of which, no official announcement yet, but go to Scotty Sire's tour.
Yeah. Go check it out. Get some tickets.
Get some tickets before they sell out. I think it's scottysire.com. Or just Google Scotty Sire.
Or,
Just
you
look
know,
for tour days.
You can find them.
Just find
You can just
Scotty.
find them. Let's not make it that hard. Use our code.
But you guys sent in some trend...
Weird phases.
Weird phases.
Yeah.
I was going to say trendy emails. Some weird phases, so I think you have a bunch. I have
I have a
one
couple.
that we can end on this one because it's a little weird.
I have
Not judgmental, but it's just weird.
I know, and I can't wait for it because you sort of mentioned, and I was like, what?
We'll get to it.
Yeah. This one I feel like is David emailing us, but it's not. It's from a girl. And she said we can say her name. Okay. My name is Kayla, and when I was like 5, what?
No, it's just like your whole head's like.
Oh, sorry.
beneath the
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
microphone.
Hello. Okay. I'll sorry. My name is Kayla, and when I was like 5, I had this phase where I believed I was Megan on Drake and Josh. This lasted for a year. So she like literally thought she was the character Megan. I would pull pranks on the kids at school pretending they were Drake and Josh. I had a serious problem. My parents couldn't get me to stop believing that for a year. Like, this girl literally thought she was Megan from Drake and Josh for a year.
Wait, that's so funny. I didn't know what you meant until
the prank
it was
thing.
explained to the
Yeah.
prank thing. And like Megan's pranks were, I know you weren't that big of a Drake and
don't
Josh
know
fan.
what she
I was a
did.
huge Drake and Josh fan. Were like, they were pretty elaborate. Like,
Really?
her pranks, yeah. Like she
With
would do
David?
some like messed up stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so to think like what she was doing, just to think like a character could have that much influence on somebody, like you think about like Jackass was like, please don't do these stunts, but like people did them anyway.
Yeah.
Not like Megan, Megan from Drake and Josh. Like that's so funny.
I know.
You like some woman goes up to her to what's her face? What's her real name? The actress
Oh, Miranda Cosgrove?
Miranda Cosgrove. Like somebody sees her and be like, "You ruined my daughter's
Yeah,
life."
yeah. These parents. I was told I couldn't watch Drake and Josh until I stopped, and that's how I was snapped out of that phase. I literally cannot make this shit up. There was also a summer. There was also a summer we stayed in Bucks County, PA, visiting family.
What the hell?
Yeah, I only live about 40. This is how it says. This is what it says. I only live about 45 minutes. Period. But I went through a phase where I believed.
I was only there.
I was only there. Okay. But I went through a phase where I believed if I stepped on the top right-hand side of the sidewalk, I would explode Bucks County. So I refused to leave the house because I didn't want to kill people I didn't know. Let's just say I looked like a ghost at the end of that summer. Like she had a
Wait.
thought in her head.
I'm still confused about that 45-minute thing.
Me too.
Can I read this?
Yeah.
There was also a summer we stayed in Bucks County, PA, visiting family. I only live about 45 minutes from there. That's what she means.
Oh, okay.
Got it. Got
Sure.
it. It took me a minute.
Okay.
I was hung up on that.
No, I know.
That would have been how funny would that be? The news comes on. It's like, well, it looks like there was an explosion in Bucks County. It was we can say her name, Kayla.
Yeah, Kayla.
Looks like Kayla stepped on that side of the sidewalk.
Way to go, Kayla.
Way to go.
Kayla! Megan!
Kayla. Kayla.
Megan! This is so weird because I have a distinct memory of being at like a sporting goods store when I was really little, and I turned a dial on a it was like a basketball hoop. It had like settings or something, and obviously it wasn't on or plugged in or anything. It was like a what's it called? A model type one. Like a model thing. It didn't sell that one. You had to get it in
Okay.
a box, but it was just like the body of it.
Yeah.
And I like turned a dial or like pushed a button on it or something, and I was like, this place is gonna explode. Like I had the same thought, and I was like, we have to go. Like I feel so bad. Isn't it weird?
We have to go.
Like I was like, we got to get out of the store. It's gonna explode. Like where did that come from, and why did we both think that? That's really
really
weird.
interesting.
I wonder where that came from. Psycho.
There's like subliminal messages in like Nickelodeon Disney shows that are like,
Maybe.
you step on the wrong side, you might explode something.
Maybe. Okay, this one's funny. This one says, I've had a couple of odd phases dealing with clothes. When I was about 7 or 8, I decided that I wanted all of my clothes to be on a hanger instead of a dresser, underwear and everything.
That's pretty funny.
How do you hang underwear? I guess like with the
You
clips,
could
maybe.
just like hang it around the hook and just put it up. That's really weird.
It's really funny. Imagine
Like,
a closet
why?
full of underwear.
Just be like, I don't like dresses anymore. You know what? I literally used to wear high heels.
What?
Like when I was
Whoa, Bruce.
barely walking. I would slip my mom's I thought it was so funny. I would put my mom's high heels on and these giant glasses, and I would just like walk around like just being like a goofball.
Weren't they hard to walk in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like pictures of me like it was something with that and like a laundry basket.
Huh.
I used to like get in it or something. I don't know. Weird.
Your parents
Sorry,
were
I
like-
don't know what made me think of that. I was like 20.
No, we love it.
My mom's
I'm like, you do that with my shoes.
leave. Get a job, Bruce. We're so worried. Oh, you lost a nail.
I know. My polish came off. Thanks for pointing it out. I'm just kidding. This person also had, she said, for a short-lived period, I wore a swimsuit in the shower. I had no reason to. I wasn't sharing a bathroom. The door was locked and no one was looking at me. I just decided that a swimsuit was the way to go.
I feel like I've heard that a lot.
Really?
Yeah, that's like a common thing. I wonder what that is.
I don't know.
Like a weird comfort thing or something.
Maybe. I don't get that at all.
You know what I used to do? I feel like it still happens, like subconsciously in my brain. I was young, but I would like get out of the shower and I'd be drying off. And then I'd be like, okay, the door's locked. But if somebody came in to kill me and take me away, I would want my shirt on first. So if I'm in a car, I'm not like shirtless. And then I'd be like, boxers really quick. So that I would always think like, okay, if they come in right now and they take me into the car and they're holding me captive like with a gun, but they make me look like I'm just sitting in this car, I don't want to have like no shirt and then somebody be like, yo, what's going on?
Oh, that's really clever though.
Weird though. Why?
It's weird.
I used to think about that every time I would shower at my parents' house.
That's so funny.
Yeah, what the hell?
Do you still do that now?
Kinda, I think. I'm like, if somebody broke in, would I want to be completely naked? No, put boxers on first.
No, but it's also that person's fault. Don't break in, you know?
Yeah, but if they do, I want to look good.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Okay, so this person says, this is a new email. So when I was in kindergarten, we always had hard, crazy dress-up days. And one day, my class had a clown dress-up day. Well, apparently, I fell in love with my costume, and I literally wore this clown costume all the time. My mom tells me stories about how I would refuse to change out of it to a point where she would have to give in and take me out in public fully dressed as a clown. For some reason, I just loved it. I have no clue why I did this, nor do I remember it, but there was a large number of old pictures of me at the house at my house where I was always wearing that clown costume because it's all I would wear.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, that one's just kind of funny.
Just like imagining, like, I keep bringing up funerals.
Yeah, oh yeah, at a funeral, like a
just
clown.
Just like sitting there and being like,
the nose and everything.
it's Susie's daughter. She just loves clown
Wants
stuff.
to be a clown. Did
Or
you ever
just
do
like,
that? Did you ever dress up as anything and like wanted to always dress up like that?
Yeah,
Like, do you have any,
probably. I
like,
can't
fun
remember.
outfits?
So I'm just hung up on this clown thing.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Just like it's like my true life. I want to be.
Oh, yeah,
I want to be
yeah.
a clown. But they like can't. They're not making enough money being a clown, but they're like obsessed with it. So they're driving Uber.
Oh.
like you, the picture pops up,
And it's a fucking clown.
and it's like Margaret will be here in 5 minutes,
You're
and you're looking like, and you can see it, like you can hear it, like.
Yeah. I would not get in that Uber.
She goes, hold on, I'm just dropping some people off. And like 10 clowns get out. It's like, damn it. Let's do one last one.
Yeah, I want to hear what this one
This
is.
one's okay.
Okay.
Don't say my name, but when I was 14 to 15, I went through this phase where I would chat to strangers on the internet through different sites and just send them nudes. Which is weird at 14 or 15.
Is it a girl or boy?
This is a boy, by the way.
Okay.
Whoops, I lost it. Oh, God. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
It's a guy. Boy.
Okay.
Sometimes I would do it only if I got something in return, but sometimes I would just ask, and if they said yes, I would send them. So he was very polite.
What?
Hey, he's like, could I get like a nude in return? And they were like, no. He's like, well, can I send it anyway? And they're like, sure. He's like, okay. Like, that's so weird. I don't know why that's so interesting to me.
Yeah, well, especially
Like, what is the fascination with wanting people to see
I don't know. How old was he?
14 or 15?
It might be like a young, like, whoa, I can do this type of thing too.
I'm only a year or two older now, but I understand how much of a security risk that can be and why I shouldn't do it.
Especially because he's like so underage.
By the way, I'm a guy. I'm a huge fan of the podcast and love everything you guys do. Well, I appreciate that. It's also funny on Google. They have like auto responses.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, these are great.
You just send that back.
I respond, thanks, I'll check them out. It's just like, he's like, did I send nudes to him?
Oh, no. That's funny. That's weird. Like, I wonder what that
Like,
is.
we're not shaming you.
No, it's not weird in a way where, like, you're weird. It's just, like, a weird thing. Like, I just wonder.
You can't help what you want to do. But
Right.
why is it that some people want to expose themselves to other people?
Yeah. Maybe
you
it's
ever
just,
have-
like, a freedom thing. Like, I don't care. This person should see me naked.
Oh my God, I just remembered.
What?
Okay, I'm right there with you, buddy. I had this weird thing where I would like, okay, my parents listen to this. Sorry, guys. But the summer of junior year of high school into senior year, I was like 17, I would get drunk and get naked.
Oh.
And this one time.
Like, at parties? Or, like, where?
So I was like 17 years old. I was wasted, drank a bunch, and it was my girlfriend at the time was like all of her friends. I go into the pool in my boxers. I come out completely naked. I don't care. I'm just sitting there talking to some guy.
Oh, yeah.
Dick's in my hand.
Just naked.
And he goes, hey, man, I really want to continue this conversation, but your dick's in your hand. And I can't.
It was literally in your hand.
Yeah, and then so embarrassing. I started to walk back in. I trip, and I'm like cracking up. Like my girlfriend at the time must have been so embarrassed.
Did she
like,
care?
It's all of our friends. She thought it was funny,
Oh,
but it was
good.
also like, like they're all like, oh man, like imagine like even like around like all of our friends.
Like last night drinking. Like,
and I'm like naked on the ground, like, and I'm like, ah, ha, 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 ha. And everyone's like, what is this kid doing? And everyone's just like, put
That's
some
really
clothes
funny.
on. But the funny thing is, I totally forgot. But then 2 weeks later, the girl whose house it was like, hey, I have your boxers. Come over and get them. So me and my girlfriend at the time, and I think it was with my cousin.
Yeah, your boxers.
We go. She froze them, so they were in like a block of
oh,
ice.
that's
It was
funny.
really funny.
That's awesome. That's a good humor.
Yeah,
That's a good humor.
That's
That's a good humor thing to do.
that's what I'm gonna start commenting on videos I
That's
like.
a good humor.
That's a good humor. I'm not a robot. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. If you have anything you want to get off your chest, send it to coupleofissuespodcast@gmail.com. Follow my girl here at Carly and Contro.
And follow my boy at Bruce Wigner, WIEGNER, and at The Weekend Riot, his artistry stuff.
Go to subscribe to Carly and Aaron.
Thank you. Go subscribe to Bruce at The Weekend Riot. Is that what you want me to promote?
I have
The
a new
Weekend
single
Riot
out.
TV. Yeah, oh yeah. Spotify.
I have a playlist. You want
iTunes.
to follow it?
Yeah. Okay, take over.
And now I'm going to start my new podcast.
Oh, what's it called?
It's the last 10 seconds. Actually, sorry, I just got to shout out Joe Volpes. He has the Teeny Weeny podcast. So I want to give Joe the official promo.
The shout out.
Shout out Joe Volpes at Ugg It's Joe for his Teeny Weeny podcast, which is a 30 or 40 second podcast within the podcast views.
Yeah. And he had like Natalie as a guest.
Yeah, it's just such a funny bit. Anyways,
It's so good. So smart.
thank you for all your emails. Thank you
Yes,
for all the
thank
support. Shouts out to Vistaprint and
Burst.
Burst.
Thank you.
Sonicare.
Literally so much.
And we will see you guys next week. Make sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and couple little issues with your friends. Litter with your friends. Don't litter with your friends.
Don't litter with your friends.
Clean up all your messes, baby.